Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss HNDA 4th year Strategic Financial Management subject 2019 past paper question. On a 2019 past paper question, we will discuss CAPM and beta lesson related question. First, we will discuss the question number 1, part 2. This is the CAPM lesson related question. They ask the risk-free rate RF and the market return RM for a period are 5% and 10% respectively. The result for some portfolio during the same period have been given below. The results are the given portfolio, average rate, return percentage, and beta are they given. Then they ask the two questions, A and B. A is compute the expected return for each portfolio using CAPM model. Let's see how to calculate the expected return portfolio using CAPM model. Then we will discuss the B part. Let's move the answer. This is the formula to calculate the expected return using the CAPM model. ER equal RF plus beta, open the bracket, RM minus and RF. Let's see how to calculate the expected return of portfolio A. So expected return RF plus RF is the 5%, 0.05 plus RM, then beta. Beta is the given portfolio A, beta is 0.8. Then open the bracket, RM means 10%, 0.1 minus RF 0.05, then close the bracket, then answer is 9%. Likewise, we can calculate the all other portfolio expected return. So expected return A portfolio is 9%, B is 11%, C 11%, and D is 9%. So expected return we calculated. Then we will discuss the B part. Compare the actual and expected return and identify the best performing portfolio. Assume that investor have received above mentioned average return. Investor received above mentioned average return. That means average return is the actual return. Then we want to compare the actual return and expected return equal average return 8% minus expected return 9%. So difference is minus 1%. Likewise, we want to calculate all the differences. So A portfolio difference is -1, B is 5%, C is 1%, and D is 0% differences. So compared to all four portfolio, B and C are the best performance because portfolio A difference is -1%. Likewise, portfolio D difference is 0%. Compared to all portfolio, B and C are the best performance. Then we want to compare the B and C. What is the best? We want to identify. Let's see how to identify what is the best portfolio B and C. First, we want to calculate the difference in percentage. That means 5% divided into 11%, and also 1% divided into 11%. So answer is difference in percentage. Answer is 43% and 9%. So compared to these two, B and C, B are the best performance because B is the 43%. So we want to write the answer this type. Portfolio B and C have been better than expected. Portfolio B and C is the better than expected. The performance of B has exceeded the expected return by 43%, while the performance of C has exceeded the expected return by 9%. Then those B has shown the best performance. Likewise, we want to write. Then we'll discuss the question number 4. This is the beta and CAPM lesson related question. Question number 4, part 1. They ask, first, risk of an asset can be measured using standard deviation and beta coefficient. briefly explain the use of these two methods in making investment decision. Let's move to the answer. You want to write this type. They give the answer. Beta coefficient measure is a measure of an investment systematic risk, while the standard deviation is a measure of an investment total risk. In a portfolio of investment, beta coefficient is the appropriate risk measure because it only considers the undivisible risk. This is the answer of question number 4, part 1. Then we will discuss the question number 4, part 2. They ask, ABC PLC was one of the top-ranked business organizations in last few years, but top management has identified that their financial position as at 31st March 2019 is not good. Suggest a 4 step to improve their financial position in next year. They given the bracket financial strategies for the improvement of financial performance. So we want to suggest how to improve the financial position in next 5 years. This is the answer of the question number 4 in part 2. First, we want to reduce the expenses. We want to reduce the unwanted expenses. Want to reduce. Then recovering the outstanding debt. Want to recover the outstanding debt. Then sell excess or unwanted asset. Want to selling the excess or unwanted assets. Then use new marketing techniques. Want to use the new marketing technique use. Then final one is the consolidated debt. They ask only 4 suggestion. I will give the 5 suggestion. This is the answer of question number 4 in part 2. Then we will discuss the question number 4, part 3. Part 3 is the 2 part A and B. The part A, what is capital asset pricing model? Part B, list out any 3 assumptions of CAPM model. Let's move to the answer. This is the answer. This is the definition of capital asset pricing model. Capital asset pricing model is a model that provides a framework to determine the required rate of return on an asset and indicate the relationship between return and risk of the asset. The required rate of return specified by CAPM help in valuing an asset. One can also compare the expected estimate rate of return on an asset with its required rate of return and determine whether the asset is fair at value. This is the definition of CAPM. They have also given the formula. We already discussed the question number 1, part 2. Then this is the CAPM assumption. Question number 3, part B, they asked the CAPM assumption. There are 8 assumptions. They asked only 3 assumptions. I will give the answer is the 8 assumptions. Market efficiency, risk aversion and mean variance and optimization. Investor are risk averse, homogeneous expectation, single time period, maximizing the utility of terminal wealth, the choice of the basic of risk and return. There are no taxation, transaction cost, and final one is the total availability of asset is fixed and asset are marketable and divisible. This is the assumption of CAPM model. Then we will discuss the question number 4, part 4. They ask, following table shows the percentage return on the market and the shares of the XPLC for recent 5 years. They given the table here, market return in percentage and shares of XPLC return also given. Then they ask the 2 questions. First one is the A part. You are required to estimate the beta value belongs to the XPLC based on given detail. Let's see how to calculate the beta. Then we will discuss the B part. In the beta calculation, we can use the 2 formula. First one is beta equal number sigma xy minus sigma x multiplied into sigma y divided into sigma x power of 2 minus sigma x power of 2. The second formula is beta equal covariance divided into variance. In this question, I use the second formula to calculate the beta. So second formula, beta equal covariance divided into variance of market. So first we want to calculate the covariance and variance, then we can calculate the beta. In the covariance and variance calculation, first we want to calculate the expected return of market and shares of XPLC. Let's see how to calculate the expected return. First, we will calculate the expected return of market return. In the expected return calculation, first we want to calculate the total of market returns. So total of market return is 12%, 12, then divided into number of 5 years. So market return, expected return is the 2.4. Likewise, we can calculate the shares of XPLC expected return. Want to get the total. So total is 8.48, then divided into 5 years, 1.096. So expected return we calculated. Then we want to calculate the x minus x bar. So let's see how to calculate the x minus x bar. X is the shares of XPLC return, 11.23. So equal 11.23 minus x bar is expected return of shares of XPLC. Then fixed. So here 1 x minus x bar is 9.53. Likewise, we can calculate the whole x minus x bar. So x minus x bar we calculated. Then we want to calculate the m minus m bar. Let's see how to calculate the m minus m bar. Equal m mean market return minus m bar mean expected return of market. Then enter. So 0.90 is the year 1 m minus m bar. Likewise, we can calculate the all the year. So this is the m minus m bar. Then we want to calculate the m minus m bar power of 2 equal m minus m bar power of 2. So m minus m bar power of 2 is 47.61 year 1. Then we can track. So m minus m bar power of 2 is we already calculated. Then we can calculate the variance. Let's see how to calculate the variance. The m minus m bar power of 2 divided into number of years. So answer is 241.6 is the variance. So variance we calculated. Then we want to calculate the covariance. Let's see how to calculate the covariance. Equal m x minus x bar multiple into m minus m bar. X minus x bar multiple into m minus m bar. Then enter. So here 1 x minus x bar multiple into m minus m bar is 65.79. Then we can track. So x minus x bar multiple into m minus m bar we calculated. Then we want to calculate this total. So total is 1075.63 is the total. Then want to divide it into number of year. Then we can calculate the covariance. So covariance is 215.13. So covariance and variance we calculate that. Then we can easily calculate the beta equal covariance divided into variance. So answer is beta equal 0.890. So beta we calculated. Then we will discuss the B part. They ask, develop a formula for the characteristic line of the return of XPLC shares. So this is the formula to calculate the characteristic line. Characteristic line equal to x bar minus, open the bracket, beta multiple into m bar, close the bracket, plus beta Rm. So x bar we already calculated expected return of XPLC 1.696 minus open the bracket beta calculated 0.896 multiple into m bar also calculated expected return of market 2.4 then close the bracket plus beta is calculated 0.89 then Rm. So answer is the characteristic line equal to minus 0.44 plus 0.89 Rm. This is the characteristic line formula. So all the questions are finished. I hope you all are understood. Thank you very much. We will meet next video.